You're listening to Parasearch Radio, news, views and reviews from the world of the paranormal from across the UK and beyond. Find us on Facebook, Twitter and the World Wide Web. Parasearch UK Radio. Parasearch Radio, broadcasting to the UK and beyond.
The views and opinions expressed by presenters and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Parasearch Radio or its affiliates and sponsors. Listener discretion is advised. You're listening to Kerry Greenaway and Mark Manley on the Dark Mirror Paranormal Show, only on Parasearch Radio.
Good evening and welcome to the Dark Mirror Paranormal Show. My name is Kerry Greenaway and as usual I am joined in the studio by my lovely co-host Mr. Mark Manley. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening. I've actually got clothes on now, so you're all right.
I know, it was a bit of a shock earlier when I first Skyped him. He was just got out the shower and answered, of all things.
You only saw from my nipples up. So, you know.
Still a shock to the system. And the other lovely co-host for this evening is the beautifully dressed Caz Rooney. Good evening, Caz.
Beautifully dressed?
Yeah,
well, I can see you.
It makes a change you having clothes on.
We started already. Anyway, let's get some order to the house. Order. 'Tis the season to be jolly. It is Christmas in 1 week and 2 days.
Pringles!
Oh my God, we are fast approaching the Christmas season.
I'm going to get this out of the way first. Hi Jay and everybody in the chat room. I have got a link for you for Christmas. Chris de Berg, a spaceman came a calling. Aliens! There you go.
Oh my bloody God! Already, he managed to do that already. I can't believe it. I'm absolutely shocked and stunned over this end of the world. It is Christmas oh God, it's fast approaching. Are we ready for Christmas, guys? Have we bought our presents?
Yes, all the presents are bought. Even that scruffy person sitting behind me that you lot can't see over there, my daughter, she's had all her presents bought and everything. You even wrapped a load, didn't you? She wouldn't let me wrap the dog though, which was annoying. But, yeah. And we are going to be coming up and staying, hopefully, overnight at Kerry's the day after Boxing Day, and we're going to have a Christmas with Kerry, with the dogs.
Yes, oh God, it's going to be absolutely mayhem. I tell you, that particular day. Watch out for a pop-up show. I feel there could be. I feel there could be a pop-up show on that particular day. We have got 1 more week of shows ahead for you, however, so we are not leaving you in the lurch just yet. But let's talk everything Christmas tonight, guys, because, as I say, it is fast approaching, and the whole season is filled with all sorts of weird and wonderful traditions and myths and legends and stuff that, you know, why do we do what we do? Why do we do what we do at Christmas? Good evening, Carl Hutchinson and Jay Lynch are in the chat room. So if you're listening, you can join us in the chat room just by clicking on the little speech bubble down the bottom of the corner. Now, firstly, obviously, the 25th of December. I nearly said January then. I'm skipping this month completely. I'm giving it a wipe out. No, the 25th of December is usually traditionally celebrated because it's allegedly the birth of Christ.
Yeah.
Well, apparently the birth of Christ was in January, the real birth of Christ, wasn't it?
Well, it's all a big hodgepodge of dates and crap, isn't it, that they put into a pot and picked a date, basically, and it's not really any of it, because Yule actually falls on the 21st.
Yeah.
So
the calendar we use now comes from the Romans anyway, and the popes, doesn't it?
but as Richard Clements keeps telling me, in the Gregorian times, we lost something stupid like 17 days. I know. I'm like, oh God, that's why I'm so out of sync with everybody, because I'm clearly living to a different calendar to everybody else. So God knows.
That one, yeah.
And
what was I going to say?
we're all well taught the Christmas story. Good old baby Jesus in the manger, you know, three kings come along, visit him, stars in the sky, you know, which could, there's theories around that star in the sky, Mark, and they link to...
I know.
What do they link?
Aliens!
They link to aliens. I mean, there's so much, but this goes back a lot further. In fact, this goes back... lots and lots of different things we have around us at Christmas link back a lot further than Christians.
She's drinking tea.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm stunned into silence because our presenters, who, to be honest, we're all well known for liking a drink, we're both drinking tea.
However, I have a little saying for later.
You do surprise me.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's get back to what we're supposed to be talking about.
Yeah.
Right. So first of all, where was I going with this thought? Oh yes.
No idea.
Trees. Why do we have a Christmas tree? Anybody? Give me a clue.
Queen Victoria, Germanic traditions.
Ah. Ooh. Oh, you're going to love this one. This tidbit that I found, Marky Mark. Right. Yes.
I always love your tidbits. She snorted there you go, you heard it. Aliens and a snort. Oh, my job is done.
Okay. Anyway, yes. So Prince Albert, obviously of Germany, married our Queen Victoria, and he, in 1847, he first brought a Christmas tree into Windsor Castle. Now, before that, the tradition of that goes back a lot further. And in Germany, found this little cracker out, guys. You're going to love this one. In Germany, the sacred grove was so important to them, right? That if somebody even slivered a bit of bark off of a tree, it was punishable by death. You're going to so love this one. The death being, they used to cut like the navel out, which was attached to all the intestines, and then like nail it to the tree that had been cut, and then make whoever it was that had done it walk around the tree until all their intestines were wound around. Oh, I know, it gets better. And then leave him there to die, really.
Oh my God.
Taylor's just said something very, very interesting. Can you speak up and say that again?
That how tinsel was made.
Ah, see, she's a clever little bunny, is our little... it's our little Taylor. In fact, Taylor, come forward. You might as well be part of this show.
Yeah.
Being as we're sacking Mark in the new year.
Being
as Mark is being sacked, he doesn't realise this yet. He's choosing to ignore me on that one. So, so that was one little tip that I found out about the Christmas tree. I mean, obviously it goes back further than that.
It goes back to the Druids and stuff, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was all about celebrating the King of the Wood and trying to keep, you know, those protective spirits by bringing them warm and cosy into the house. Yes?
The King of Wood. The King of Wood.
Yeah, the Oak King and the Holly King.
It just gets better, this. Jay Lynch, do you hear that? The King of Wood. So tell me, Kerry, all about your King of
My King of the Wood. Well, it's a well-known thing of the Oak King and the Holly King that they fight it out, and they do that on the solstices, so that's high summer and obviously Yule. So, you know, and they fight each other, and then one takes the rain, and then the sun comes back, and then the other one wins the other one, and then the darkness comes in. It's a lot more involved in that, obviously, and you know.
I'm just listening to King of the Woods and Wood King and looking at Carl Hutchinson and Jay Lynch and Jay Lynch, just don't break it. Don't break the King of the Wood, all right? I don't know what he means.
I do. Oh my goodness me. So, it's going very well tonight already. So that's really...
Where do you read Christmas wreaths come from?
I don't know, Mark.
Does
Tell
that
me.
come? Does that come from the mistletoe things that the Druids used to have?
What, put on their heads?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they sure as hell didn't wear the mistletoe around their waist and say, kiss me under the mistletoe.
Well, now you bring up mistletoe, holly and mistletoe and all that. You know, all those things are very steeped in it. What is the relevance of mistletoe and holly and ivy and other traditions like that? I mean, mistletoe itself is a parasite, isn't it?
Yeah. But the Druids would swear by it because it had mystical properties.
Well, according to this big fat book I've got in front of me, the odd aspect made mistletoe special to the Druids, who regularly included it in their human sacrificial ceremonies. After butchering some hapless youth or maiden to appease the gods of nature, the Druids would hand out little twigs of mistletoe to each other to bring them good luck.
You can just see yes, very good killing, very good. I love the spatter this year. Take this, it'll give you luck. And next.
I mean, holly's supposed to represent the wreath, the crown wreath that old Jesus was supposed to wear on the...
It was the crown of thorns.
No, I know, but isn't it supposed to represent that? Because we don't have thorny bushes like that in the UK, do we?
Well, they say love is like a red rose, and today I'm feeling a little thorny.
I don't know.
So why do you nail wreaths to your front door?
I always thought it was for protection, because it's all about honouring the spirits, and you know, what you're doing is it's a bit like, you know, bringing the forest into your world. So you imbued it into, you know, you're honouring them by inviting them into your home. And so they, you know, you're hoping that they're going to be kind to you and lovely to you over the time. I don't know. Anybody? I'm not an oracle of Christmas, you know, over here.
I was sorry, you didn't hear what I just heard. Poot. What I was going to say is you're almost spot on with the reason that they were put originally. If I remember my writings from a long time ago, they were originally put on warrior chiefs' doors to ward off evil spirits, but they were just like basic wreaths. But they were made by the Druids, and they had mistletoe and this, that, and the other in it. And I think that's where the tradition first started from. I wouldn't swear on it.
Okay, do not ever take anything we say tonight as factual information. We are just talking in general. Okay, so I know quite a few people that were born on Christmas.
A spaceman came a-calling.
Not just Jesus, obviously. I have a couple of friends that were born on Christmas Day.
Do you know that the Irish actually celebrate the birth of Jesus, as in cheese? Hi, Jesus, look, 'tis the baby Jesus. So it must be mini baby bells.
Oh, my God. Okay, allegedly, this is a little superstition. We love a superstition on the Parasearch Radio. You cannot die by drowning or hanging if you were born on Christmas. That's reassuring to people, isn't it?
Yes, you cannot die by that. Or you can die by anything else, but just not those.
Yeah. Oh, dear. If you're born on Christmas, you are more prone to seeing the dead, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
What do we make of that? Apparently so. Yeah, apparently so. So what do we make of that one? Why? Why would we do that? Why would that happen, do you think? I do love a why, don't I? Sorry, Taylor.
Probably because it was the day that Christ was born.
Ah, so their psychic abilities are they're more linked to the spirit realm because they've got that same day as Jesus. Jesus Christ is all I'm saying on that one. Jesus Christ, I can't even do an Irish accent. Other versions of this particular superstition say that the dead will never bother you if you're born on this day.
Jay Lynch's mum was born on Christmas Day.
Well, she's obviously closer to the spirit realm.
That would explain Jay. That really would, because he's had it passed down to him.
Well, he doesn't embrace that, but he should. So on one hand, some people say that you're more prone to being able to see the dead, and others are saying that they will never bother you. So it's a bit like a bad gift, really, isn't it? I can see the dead, but they won't come and talk to me. So, you know.
Well, to be absolutely honest, to come completely off track and talk about Christmas, and to be honest, Christmas and dead, there are some strange things to do with that, but we'll talk about that at the end. What about Father Christmas, who's supposedly an elf?
Well, there are some really strange old traditions regarding old Father Christmas, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, this immortal elfin being has the power to manipulate time and space, and leads a cadre of other elf minions. Children and visit them while they sleep. You can get locked up for that over here. An amalgam of the 4th century Greek Christian Saint Nicholas of Myra and the Norse god Odin. Santa is a jolly home invader who can slip down your chimney to give gifts to nice. Claw's existence is supported by the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, which has tracked his journey on radar since 1955, and you get an app to track it as well. And there was a real Saint Nicholas, but he was originally the patron saint of prostitutes. And the idea of hanging a stocking up for presents in was when the prostitutes of hundreds of years ago used to hang their, I think it was in Greece, but don't quote me on that, it's somewhere over there. They hang their stockings out to dry, and he'd go along and he'd put some coal in for the fire and a bit of fruit and this, that, and the other. It's just little presents to keep them going, because he took pity on them because they were so badly treated. That's where you get the hanging your stocking by the fire and the presents being cooked in.
Oh. Well, I found an interesting little one, being as you mentioned that, you're supposed to be the lord of the prostitutes.
No, patron saint of the prostitutes, not lord of the prostitutes. What, Father Christmas doesn't pick up that?
Either or, I would say. He does visit people in the middle of the night. Yes. He does just come into your bedroom in the middle of the night, doesn't he? Oh, my God. Now,
apparently, they watch his children as they sleep.
Apparently, St. Nicholas used to visit the house in the dead of night and throw 3 small bags of gold in through open windows. Please, St. Nick, come to my house and throw me 3 bags of gold. This translated into the saint of the prostitutes. Where do you apply for that job? This translated into the 3 golden balls that formed, get this one, the family coat of arms of the Italian Medici family. And later, the Lombards. Ooh. In the 15th century, they opened the first pawnbroker shops in Britain. And one of the bags of gold is reputed to have landed in one of the Virgin's slippers, which was on the hearth. And this led to the tradition of leaving receptacles, such as stockings, by the fire, into which Santa could place his gifts. Oh, my God. Balls and gifts in stockings. All I'm saying.
I'm just saying that... hang on, what's Richard Clements put in the chat room there?
Oh, you gotta love it, Richard. He pops up, he keeps quiet, and then pops up.
Here's the site marked to get his research from before it says news.com.
Yeah, that's a really bad site. Don't ever click on that site. It's full of clickbait and viruses. I had a computer once that got a virus from before it's used, so do not use that site.
No, I'll try not to. Richard, bad man. No.
Yeah, naughty Richard Clements. Naughty. He's probably sitting there absolutely laughing his little head off.
Well, I'm thinking Jay Lynch should be calling in soon.
So glad he didn't call in. He did threaten it last night.
Soon, because we do need another happy little elf on the show. I can't just be here on my own with this happy little elf as well.
Well, he's got 3 girls and 1 boy. 3 girls. This does sound like a bad situation for the saint of the prostitutes. 3 girls and 1 boy.
No, just you're doing too many lead-ups to very risque jokes.
I know. Anyway, let's have a think about... There are supposed to be so many evil spirits lurking around your home around this time. And, oh gosh, it's all going to go to pot now. Jay Lynch has just joined us in the house. Good evening, Jay, and how are you? Oh, did he drop?
No, he's there. It's probably a bad signal, but he's definitely there. There he is.
No, he didn't drop.
Hey, Jay Lynch is in the house.
Good
There
evening,
goes the-
viewers.
There goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, well, okay, we're going to go well off topic now, I'm sure. How are you this evening, Jay?
Actually, it's quite a wonderful afternoon. I'm having a pretty good day with all I've got going on.
Okay, I want you to just do a little shout out. I know we're in the UK, but we do go out across the world. You're doing something absolutely fantastic for somebody at the moment, aren't you?
Oh, God, don't make me be nice on air.
Yeah, be nice
Go
on
on,
air. Come on,
go
shout
on.
it out, because the more we can help this lady, the better.
There's a young lady that my wife works with her aunt. She had an abusive boyfriend, has a 6-year-old and a 1-year-old daughter. She left the abusive relationship. He will not allow her to have anything, not the kids' toys, diapers, wipes, nothing. So I threw it out to my friends on Facebook, and we've actually been some people who couldn't live close that haven't been able to help. They've donated money through PayPal, and I've been out running all day picking up stuff that people's donated, so I can take them to them tomorrow evening. I want to, but right now, I got my pickup truck full.
Fantastic.
Well done, that man.
So,
Yeah, absolutely amazing. If you want to help this cause in any way whatsoever, so this is something that's happening in America, so it is something that, you know, hopefully we can help with across the world. Please get in contact with us at Parasearch Radio or Mr. Jay Lynch himself directly and find out details of how you can either get goods to him or transfer some money so we can help this lady out, and let's show them the true meaning of Christmas, because ultimately, no matter what we laugh and joke about tonight, that is what Christmas is about.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and it's so nice to do it the nice way for a change. Mark will understand this. Back in my younger days, we and some of my friends would just rode up over there on our scoots and talked to him a little bit and got their things.
Ah, cool.
Don't know
So-
what you mean, mate.
So,
I'd give
yeah.
him a Christmas to not forget.
So don't forget, guys, it's not just about what's happening for Jay. That's something Jay's doing. There are people in your local community that you can help as well. There are plenty of homeless people. There are food banks that you can go and donate some food to. If you can, do what you can, because actually, regardless of, you know, everything else that we're talking about myths and legends to do with Christmas, but try and do something good for somebody else that's completely selfless.
And don't think that you can't help, because the slightest little thing can make a difference.
Oh, yeah.
It may not mean
much.
much to you, but it means everything to them. So it does help. Every little bit does help, no matter what it is. Even if it's just a sandwich, whatever you can do does help.
Our
totally
motorcycle
agree
club
with that.
that I belong to, it's a worldwide one called the Rotters, and we've just done a charity drive for the homeless for Christmas. Sleeping bags, tents, warm clothes. Food bank was done last year, and we've done more food this year, and we've had a good drive for them.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's all about.
Yeah,
And that's what I do
absolutely.
miss about being around my motorcycle clubs. I do miss that part of it. The rest of the things I used to do, I don't miss that at all, because I'm too old for that shit and too fat and you get hurts.
I'll tell you what, you can be an honorary member of the Rotters. I'll get it sorted for you.
I'm rotten, all right.
Oh, I don't think so. Not when you're doing stuff like that.
It's just something we all do. Everybody does it. This time I needed to take it more public because it was more than what I could do on my own. So
Yeah,
I reached
but
out to
that's
Mr.
not a
Huff.
bad thing. That is not a bad thing at all. Now, anyway, guys, should we get back to the show?
Yeah, back to being jackasses.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get back to being fun.
Would you
Okay.
like to know about Belschnickel?
Pardon?
What?
Belschnickel. See, as you know, I've done the research for today, but I've also got a load of other stuff I didn't have time to put on there. So there's a few things I could talk about, like Belschnickel.
Ooh, bear schnickel, eh? Go on then.
Gesundheit.
Hit me up. What's a bear
Thank
schnickel?
Bell's nickel is a creepy-looking figure covered in patchwork rags to keep his identity a secret, because he's actually James Bond at Christmas. He also wears furs and carries a switch with which he threatens children. And this is all around Germany and the Tyrolean legend. And in the weeks leading up to Christmas, Bell's nickel will stop by the doors of households with children and threatens the kids who've been behaving badly this year one last time. If they don't straighten up, they'll not only get presents, but they'll get a damn good beating from Belschnickel himself, yeah?
Well, I certainly know a child that needs that. On the social media earlier, there was a child that, as a joke, the parents had put a piece of coal in his stocking, and he literally lost it through the Christmas tree across the room and everything.
Seriously?
Oh my God,
He's
yeah.
asked to be so sorry he couldn't sit down for weeks, I tell you, let alone Christmas.
I know. I was sitting there thinking, and then the mum just went, "What are you doing? This Christmas tree, all the baubles were smashed and everything." And all she said was, "What are you doing?" Oh my God, he's yes, I'm with you, Mark, on that one. He would certainly not have got anything more for Christmas after that little display, I'm telling you now.
He's worried about his baubles being smashed, I tell you, if he drew the Christmas tree across the front room.
So does anybody
you mean-
actually do that with
you
their
mean-
children if they've been
You
naughty?
mean coal isn't a normal gift?
As in just a piece of coal? It's over
That's
here.
not the normal gift that you get at Christmas?
No.
I've been lied to for a long damn time.
Oh, poor Jay. Oh, poor Jay.
Yes, you have.
A friend of
Yes.
mine, she actually does their stocking, and she puts potatoes in there instead of coal. And so she does like a mix of like, if they've done something bad in the year, she keeps a note of it. And then on the potatoes, she like puts what they did wrong on the potatoes. She's honestly, and then she'll put gifts in there as well. So they get a bit of both in their stocking. It's so funny. I go, that's so cruel. She goes, no, it's not. She goes, it was a reminder that could have been a present if they hadn't have done that thing. She said, and then I use those potatoes for the dinner.
Well, at least you get to eat
Two birds with one stone.
Good idea.
Yeah.
There's a one stone. There's also, hailing from Germany as well, but you've got East and West. So you've got the West with the Tyroleans and all that. Now you've got the East one. Name another figure from German mythology who comes along at Christmas.
It's not Mr. Krampus, is it?
Krampus.
There you go.
Hey, see,
Krampus.
Taylor was chomping at the bit there, but she was too busy drinking her beer.
It's 7-Up. It's 7-Up.
with a little touch of vodka.
7-Up. Or maybe not.
So yes, come on then, tell us a little about Krampus.
Well, there's quite a bit about Krampus, but I'll tell you some bits about him. The name Krampus actually comes from an old Germanic word that means claw root, basically. Krampus just means claw root. And it dates back long before the time of Christ, believe it or not. But in more modern days, he's more or less a Christmas demon. The companion and the antithesis of Father Christmas, Santa Claus, or Old Nick, Saint Nick. And whilst American kids never feared the lack of shiny new presents, no matter what their behavioural tendencies will be, or children in the UK, I hasten to add, because Jay's on there, children,
Now you
Children
can pick
of
on
the-
us. I don't care.
we did put them in a big school. Especially Germany, they knew something worse than a lump of coal was coming their way if they misbehaved. A lump of coal in snowy Germany might actually be a good gift. Rather, if you weren't well behaved, you were beaten and tortured before being kidnapped and taken to Krampus' lair, where basically one of two options would happen. You'd either be beaten again with a switch, the same as Belschnickel did, or Krampus would stick you in a sack, hang you up in the tree, and did you know that's where you get the advent calendar of the tree with the doors opening? It's because he used to hang the children up in their sacks in a tree.
This is all very quite abusive towards children, isn't it?
It is
It was,
abusive.
and then on the, I think it was only 12. Again, don't quote me on it. I think it was 12 children, and he would take one down each day on the run up to Christmas, take them down to hell, put them in a pot, and cook them up.
Oh my goodness
Oh my-
me!
That's horrible.
Carl says he thought that Wall was more Austrian. I thought Wall was more Austrian. I don't know. Wall, as in like a stone wall? I don't know. It's the nipple factor from last week. They started going off on a tangent in the chat. They started going off on a tangent last week about nipples, and we were like, where did they get
Yeah, I
that
know.
from in the chat room? It was really bizarre. Anyway, so Krampus, you know, actually, these are nasty. These aren't nice men dressed up in red and white and lovely fluffy beards that you can tickle.
But if you're going to have good, you always have the dark side, and of course they always. And if you're going to have bad or evil, then you have someone that can punish it. I mean, look at the devil. I mean, everything out there. If you have something evil, you have a dark side that has to punish it. It has to be even worse than what the bad was.
Well, yeah.
Your father.
Oh, let's not talk Star Wars. No, I get that, Jay. I do get that. But, you know, it's like extreme. I mean, come on.
But how are you going to
It's
scare
really
a child?
brutal.
you have to get extreme if you want to scare a child. You want to scare them into being good. It's control.
You just take away their Xbox charger.
To be absolutely honest, when Taylor and Becky were little and they were being naughty, I'd just look at them and say, right, no Christmas!
Who's popping popcorn? No, it's not. It's me rolling a cigarette. I'm trying to roll a cigarette. Who's popping popcorn? That's me crackling away there.
I will say, just to recap on Krampus there, whilst you clear your lungs, love.
Sorry, I've got this cold. Nothing to do with the amount of smoking.
I know you're cold. I did wonder what those two little ping noises were hitting your microphone. In modern days, there appears to be two sides on how to handle the Krampus story.
Oh, okay.
Since the 1950s, Austrians have tried to put the creature onto the back burner. I told you it was Tyrolean. Not one side, and then did it inside. Claiming terrorising small children with such tales is not healthy. While in the German city of Schlanders and Salandro in Italy, young men are even encouraged to dress up as the Krampus and terrorize small kinder before having some Schnapsja with the heads of the house. Because that's not messed up, not at all. Elsewhere, the Krampus is given his own holiday prior to the feast of St. Nicholas, known as Krampusnacht. Nice! And even appears on his own holiday greeting card, known as Krampuskarten.
Okay. Oh, my goodness.
I want to
There you
share
go.
one here in the chat room. You'll like this one.
Is
This
that
was
right?
for you, Mark. Yeah, I'm going to copy a link and put it in the chat room just for you, Mark. You'll enjoy this one to discuss.
If you want to know a little bit more about Krampus, then the Law Brothers have done a vlog recently on their page on YouTube. So go and check that out, guys, because we interviewed those earlier on in the year. Now, oh, my God. Anyway.
That's one of the ones I did in the research.
So, oh my God, don't even go there, guys. So, another tradition that surrounds this particular time of year is something that we all did in
I
Quickery.
just shared one.
I know. I'm kind of not going to go there. I'm going to kind of skim that.
You can read it. There is a proper story behind it.
Oh yeah, maybe later.
You invited the American to call. Now look, things get shitty.
Oh, I know. Anyway, we did this
There's
in
one
Cooker.
more bad
Oh my
person
God!
as well.
Oh my God! I'm trying to bring your logs into this. Come on, my gods. Right.
It's in there.
He has to say something because Kaz is looking, and all we can see is Kaz's bust and her lips. And she's looking so not impressed with anything. So there you go. Kaz is rubies. Right. Kaz needs to speak up and say something. So why doesn't Kaz say about who Black Peter is? Because that's the last bad man.
Oh, go on then. Okay, we won't do the Yule log just yet. We'll do Black Man. Sorry.
All right.
What did you call him?
Peter
Black Peter. Sorry.
is a cat.
I do apologise.
Santa Claus. In the Netherlands, Black Peter joins a jolly man on a boat from Spain, where they live instead of the North Pole, and assists in distributing goodies to nice children. Peter has alternatively been a conquered devil forced to help Santa, a moorish slave in a soot-covered chimney sweep. He will punish bad children, but is not normally as mean as Krampus, which is a blessing, I suppose. Although he has a bag for stealing kids for transport back to Spain.
Oh, can I go in his bag to be transported back to Spain, please? I really want to get out of this country.
I want to go back to Spain.
I want to go to Spain too.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we need to do that one year, Kaz. I tell you, we need to do a girl holiday over Christmas in Spain one year. I just want to get drunk and fall down in a club.
Why not go to like Egypt or somewhere else in Africa there, Kerry?
No, I would rather fall down in a bar in Spain than in Egypt, thanks. Oh my God, it's all gone wrong. Anyway,
It's all gone wrong.
it's all
Back to
gone
Kerry in
wrong.
the studio.
Back to me, because I'm amazing. Anyway, as I keep telling everybody, no one believes me, but you know. Anyway, the Yule log. My son came home with his creation of a Yule log. That sounds so wrong, doesn't it? So what is the Yule log all about? Do we know?
Is that the Christmas poo you have after dinner?
No. Oh my God, it is mayhem, absolute mayhem. It actually, Yule derives from the Norwegian word of Jul, meaning Christmas. And throughout Scandinavia, it was Jul, a festival in honour of Freya, son of Odin. A lot of our traditions seem to come from this era, don't they?
There is, but I've just... Jay has kindly sent another link, and because I was looking for some monstery things earlier, and there's some things on here, and everything basically seems to come from Eastern European or Norway and Iceland, that sort of area. And have you seen the Icelandic Yule cat?
Anyway, although my explanation is a little different to what Jay has just posted in the chat room. Oh my God. Anyway, guys, if you want to see, you need to go into the chat room, because some of the links that are being shared is absolutely crazy. It was actually represents the chocolate log that we now have, was obviously a decoration nowadays to bring that tradition in, because obviously not many people have real log fires these days. But it was a large log that was actually cut from an ash, oak or an apple tree, and was supposed to possess powerful, benevolent spirits that was brought into the house as darkness fell on the 24th of December. It was lowered into the fireplace with great ceremony and then lit from a splinter from the previous year's log after first having a glass of wine poured over it. That's tragic, just saying. Nah, you don't use wine for those purposes.
In the West Country, then.
My God, I would be crying a lot, or running around with my mouth wide open trying to catch it all. Certain people were barred from being present. Oh, now this is horrible again. I find some really strange links. Those with a squint, anyone barefooted, and especially a flat-footed woman. They were all banned from this ceremony. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. Just because they were probably a little bit different from norm. Anyway, the Yule log was to ban...
If you were from Spain, Kerry.
Pardon?
If you were from, like, say, Catalonia in Spain, what would a Yule log mean to you?
I ain't even answering that question. The Yule log was to burn throughout the festive season.
I'm eager to know.
I know. I wouldn't be having logs at all. I'd be having lots of alcohol. Partying like a madwoman. Anyway, oh God, I need to party. I so need to party. I haven't partied for ages.
You are when we're up there. We're down there. We're up there. No, we're down there. We're 400 miles away. So yes, when we're down there.
When you're down, we are going to party like we've never partied before. And I'm actually out tomorrow night partying. Anyway, that's a whole new story. So expect drunk texts later, everybody. The Yule log was to burn throughout the festive season and its embers preserved until the following Yule. Usually, get this one, beneath the mistress's bed to ward off fire. And the ashes were used in various medicinal potions. Yummy!
So, underneath the mistress's bed to ward off fire.
Yup.
That's what happens when you sleep with a redhead. Trust me, I know. I'm a redhead, not you.
So that's all to do with the Yule log. Oh,
and
I can't mute.
The Spanish form of it, which all I will say is it's called El Cagane, who is a little figure that appears in nativity scenes in Catalan and the surrounding areas of southern France and Spain. No one's really sure about the origins of the little pooping man, other than it appeared in nativity scenes around the 17th and 18th century. But just to digress, if you're from Spain, El Cagane is a person you'll see in the pretty little scenes of the baby Jesus in the manger with somebody in the background, trousers half-mast having it.
There is an awful lot of that.
Cool look.
I know, but that's not actually why we do that, because I've told you the serious reason. I don't care what they do in Europe. They're all a little weird.
Care what they're doing.
I don't care. I'm stamping my foot, and they're wrong, and I'm right, and I don't care.
Is that like Black Peter?
Is it? I'm never going to live that one down, am I? I'm never going to live that one down. Anyway, let's go a little bit weirder.
Oh, really? Weirder than Yule logs being crappers?
Yeah, let's go weird. Let's go even weirder, right? Let's go right back to the origins of the Christmas story, where the Star of Bethlehem, What
to give you some
was
mood
it?
music.
Because there is a theory that it wasn't actually a star, and that the angel that came down was. Oh, he jumps in there before me. He jumps in there. What was it? Was it a star? Was it a comet? Was it a... What was it?
Dancer.
It's Captain Kirk.
It was
It
Captain
couldn't have been a
Kirk.
comet. A comet moves too fast. It couldn't have been a comet.
No, it's true.
You look at a lot of the legends. You look at a lot of the legends because that is exactly how Christopher wrote the song "The Spaceman Came Calling." It's because there's a lot of legends surrounding that particular bright light that was hovering in the star. That what was it? Balthazar, Melchior, and Nebuchadnezzar saw and followed. And then he went.
Did you just name the
"We
three
bring
kings?
you-" Yeah,
Did you
What?
just name the three kings?
yeah, I think so.
Did you
know
just say-
Apparently, there might not have been three kings because it doesn't say specifically that there were three kings.
there a queen as well?
It only said that they bought gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Gold, Frankenstein, and
Grr.
Grr. But yes,
Well, so they
reckon-
jumped to the assumption that there were three kings, being as there were just three gifts.
Yeah.
It was just three gifts.
Personally, I heard Jesus wanted a PS4, but he didn't get one.
He would have gone, what the hell is that?
No, because he was a spaceman, so he knew all about technology, and he'd been to the future. Didn't particularly like it very much. Bit too war-ified, and then came back to then, and then went, "Yeah, all right, man, park the ship here. I'll get that down there. I'll be down there for a few years."
Well, my goodness me. So what? Anyway, we're going back to the Star of Bethlehem, and the fact that it could possibly, allegedly, have been an alien. My brain, my poor old brain. How am I supposed to hold shows
I've just
together when it's
seen
like
the
this?
chat room. Have you seen the chat room? Richard Clements says, and I quote, "Kerry, what do they do in the Alpaca Mountains?" at
Oh
Christmas?"
God! Oh my God! Last night, somebody posted. We was talking about Bigfoot. Believe it or not, I know I don't do cryptozoology either. And somebody had posted into the chat room where they lived near a mountain range, and I couldn't get my head around the word, and it was alopecia. No, it wasn't alopecia. The Appalachians.
It's the Appalachian.
The Appalachians.
Appalachian
And I went through so many different variations, and I went with alpaca.
They go through 7 states all the way up into Canada.
I went with alpaca, which I do believe is an animal.
Yeah, an alpaca is an animal down in the Andes, down in Central or South America, not Appalachian in North America.
I offended about 14 countries in one go.
No, you didn't fit me at all. You just amused the hell out of me. I thought it was funny.
So it's now forever known as the Alpaca Mountain Range, okay, guys? I have renamed it. I am that
The
special.
alpacas. You do know if we get to do that TV show, when we are going to be going there, and you're going to be calling it the Alpaca Mountains. Everyone else is going to be saying Appalachian. You are going to say the Alpaca Mountains. That's your catchphrase now.
Alpaca. Anyway, back to the Star of Bethlehem. I do
Oh,
love a weird and wacky conspiracy theory on a Friday night. I've been introduced into the world of conspiracies. Okie dokes. Now, one piece of evidence that suggests this could be extraterrestrial in origin is actually a painting reputedly painted by St. Luke himself, no other, which is exhibited in the Church of Our Lady of Expectation. Oh, God. On St. Thomas's Mount, even, not mouse, near Madras in India.
Thomas, what?
Yeah. St. Luke did this painting, and it's exhibited in the Church of Our Lady of Expectation on St. Thomas's Mount near Madras in India. I know,
Thomas's Mount.
that's what
a
he
good-
says here. I mean, I'm just reading this stuff. The painting depicts the Madonna and Child, and also incorporates a somewhat unusual portrayal of the Star of Bethlehem as an elliptical object with wing-like structures at its rear end, and a core even encircled. I need new glasses. Encircled by rays. So yeah. It's not the only painting that has got strange esoteric stylations that may well appear bizarre, is it?
Well, apparently in the chat room, people do have their theories about the Christmas star and what it are. Here, what it be. Yeah, but I've heard a lot of stories that they have the same bit in it, i.e. aliens. Sorry, I'm going to say it again, and then Jay has to say it. Aliens! Jay.
Oh, dead silence there.
You know.
Ha ha! Tumbleweed moment. Tumbleweed moment.
Hey, aliens.
Ian!
There you go.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Another possibility was that it was actually a supernova.
Okay.
What? Just hovering?
Well, I'm just telling you what I found out. I don't know. I'm not an astrologist. Here, I had a reading done today from an astrologist. So you know, for my year ahead. Apparently, portentous year for me. I am in something known as a transitional year. I thought I'd been in one of those for like the last few years. A transitional
that's
year.
called a transit van, Kerry. That was a transit van.
Oh, that's where I'm going wrong. No, honestly, been going back to the dogging sites of previous discussion shows.
No, behave.
Oh no, jokes aside. Yeah,
Why does
apparently it's a
Franklin always put the
portentous year ahead for me. And I have to embrace luck.
Luck knows this.
Okay.
Luck does not know this. Luck has abandoned me for the last, again, few years. So I have no idea. All I'm saying is I'm having words with the universe at the moment. It needs to sort its stuff out.
Ladies and gentlemen, just one thing I might like to add. Kerry was talking about dogging sites. I will come to her aid and say, when we have been on an investigation, we weren't told that the place we were parking up in was actually one of the biggest dogging sites in Essex, which would explain why the fat, sweaty bloke in the Peugeot was leering at us when we pulled up. But yes, not Kerry going dogging.
No, oh no.
It's not going to happen.
No, I don't do
I
that.
just thought I'd clear that up for you, Kerry, love, because, you know, everybody else is going, what? So,
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
sorry, spoilers. Oh dear, we were talking about this last night after the show with Alan as well, regarding a situation that sounds even worse. An investigation that's happening next year at Rendlesham Forest. It got quite hysterical at times, which usually happens in the after show chats. The other thing that it has been put down to, which is the start of Bethlehem, was something to do called the Omicron SETI.
Is that Egyptian?
No idea.
The Omicron SETI, or are you talking about a black and white sofa?
No, it's supposed to be a variable star, and its brightness varies from a maximum to a minimum level within a set interval of time. So it's sort of like comes and goes, basically.
Possibly, like Planet Nibiru. That comes and goes, doesn't it?
Oh, now see, Jay has now shared another link into the chat room. I daren't even go on that one. It's a YouTube link. God knows. So, I mean, there are so many other things that we do at Christmas, isn't there? You know, what about Christmas cards? Why do we send Christmas cards? I don't. I just like to point this out to everybody. Please don't expect Christmas cards from me. I don't write them. I don't think it's ecologically, a good thing to do. And I don't see the point, because anybody I love and care about, I'll be in contact with anyway over Christmas, and we'll send you my salutations by myself. So, just by my beautiful presents. No, I'm not tight. I decided one year that sitting down and writing, oh my God, it got up something stupid like 160 Christmas cards. And I sat there and I thought, God, what could I be doing better with my time? I know. I'll watch another Big Bang Theory or something. So I decided 1 year, about 10 years ago, that cards, I don't do cards. And to be fair, if any of my friends and family know me so well now, they're lucky if they manage to get a birthday card. I am crap at the card factor.
Do you know where Christmas cards come from?
Go on then, you tell me.
I've just looked it up. In the early 19th century, when students went abroad and were going to like the Sorbonne and this, that and the other, whilst they were away, it was common for British students to send their parents progress reports of sorts as Christmas approached. And they boasted about how good their grades were, and they'd show off their penmanship, posh italics and this, that, and the other. And they'd have a thing called a drop cap, which is the picture that goes round the first letter of the first word on each chapter. And then composition and artwork, and they'd start doing the edges and little pictures in the background and this, that, and the other. And basically, the students hoped that the joyful, flashy letters would entice parents to give them presents and money as reward to help them through the following year's progress.
I'm sending cards again. Particularly to my parents with a big "please give me money" sign all over it. Is that really bad of me? What? Okay, what about Christmas carols?
Christmas carols. What about?
I've been posting some in the chat room.
What Christmas carols?
Yes.
Are they rude ones, Jay? I know you
Why
so
did you
well.
assume that?
Because I know you so well.
I don't think we'd better click on them whilst we're live.
I don't think we should either, just in case. It's bad enough that I have to cull the end of our show for the Monday because of the song that goes out. Anyway, Christmas carols. We all love a Christmas. What's our favourite Christmas carol?
I like Silent Night. I like it being when it's done in German or English. I love Silent Night.
The
Jay?
last one I posted the link.
He's going to ruin it for you.
The last one I posted in there, the link I posted in there.
Silent Night, yeah? I'm so glad I got the volume down on my laptop, just in case. I haven't got the volume down. Oh, yes, I know which one that is.
Okay, so that's Mark's. Jay, what is your favourite Christmas carol?
The one I posted the link right there, the last link I posted, it's the Redneck Christmas.
The Redneck
12 days
Christmas?
of Redneck Christmas.
Okay.
12 days of Redneck Christmas.
Kaz?
It's Jeff Foxworthy. It's not dirty.
Okay.
Well, then I'm ashamed. It's not dirty. That's not like Jay.
Kaz?
There is one that's from Scotland.
Scotland?
Have you ever watched Still Game? And
No.
the little Neds that hang around the shop, it's called Manky Christmas.
Oh my God.
That was really funny.
He is Manky Christmas!
It's a manky, crappy Christmas. Okay. Taylor?
Yeah?
What's your favourite Christmas carol?
I don't really have one, but I have a favourite Christmas song.
Okay. We was going to come on to songs in a moment.
And I shall tell you. It's the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. That's my favourite.
One stop us.
Ah, bless you. Kaz, stop shouting at the cat, darling. We can hear you.
Sorry, it's me. My daughter just came in. Sorry.
Hi, Melody.
Answer the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Okay, the Celts and the pre-Roman Britons were very keen on nights of the midwinter solstice to keep very warm by dancing in a circle around a large fire, often holding hands and sometimes in a state of undress. As the usual, alcoholic rave was a precursor to the more orgiastic behaviour in the nearby woods.
You'd get that in there somewhere.
Honestly, oh my God.
Christmas orgy.
The dance was accompanied by lewd, bawdy and downright pornographic songs. Jay, this is right up your alley, with lyrics which everyone would try to live up to. When the holy fathers of Christendom began to dismantle the magical way of life which ruled the country, the first line of attack was carolling. So they changed it into things like, Silent Night, Donkey, Little Donkey, all
Little
those.
Donkey meant something completely different in Roman times.
See, yeah, the donkey's in Tijuana. That's a whole different subject.
Oh, God. So, we are being bombarded every 5 minutes in shops these days by modern Christmas songs which have kind of overtaken the Christmas carol. My personal favourite is A Fairy Tale in New York by the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl.
Yes, I like that.
I absolutely adore that song. It is my favourite Christmas. I would listen to that. That's,
lousy faggot.
of all of them, that is my favourite. What is yours then, Jay, your favourite modern song?
Oh, I'd say if of all the Christmas videos I could ever watch, songs-wise, it would have to be where Ben Crosby and David Bowie do Little Drummer Boy.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
There's nothing that I've seen better than those two, how their voices accompany one another. And see, I'm starting to sound intelligent. I shut up now.
Okay.
My favourite Christmas song?
Do what?
It's going to sound really corny. My favourite Christmas song is, what's his face? Shakin' Stevens, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Oh,
Love
God.
that.
I'll have to check it out on YouTube. I've never heard it.
You've got to see Taylor is having a little dance to that. No, you
That's
have
just
Merry
right now.
Christmas, everyone.
Everyone.
It's that one, isn't it? You will know it if you hear it, Jay.
I challenge everyone on here and everyone listening, everybody that does listen, between now and the end of Christmas, send somebody a link to one of your favorite Christmas songs. Not the corny, goofy-ass ones. Those are fun, too. Send them a link in case, like this one here. I've never heard this. So there's things that we don't hear over here that you guys get.
Oh,
And
my
vice versa,
God.
like the Redneck Christmas.
Yeah.
It's funny, but it's something you guys aren't going to ever really get over there.
Oh, that's
So
a good
share everybody
idea.
culture with one another.
Let's share multicultural Christmases. Yeah, that's a good idea. Multicultural Christmases.
Instead
Kaz.
of Christmas cards this year, send your music.
Well, it's like the Christmas Black Man that Kerry was on about. We've got to be multicultural this year, yes. So,
Anyway, Kaz, what's your favourite Christmas pop song?
John Lennon. So This Is Christmas.
Oh, so this is
Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bleh. Oh, bless her. Taylor, what's your favourite Christmas song?
Mine, other than the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, the Mariah Carey one. What's
All I'm Up for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Sing it,
That is
Mark.
a happy,
Sing it, Mark.
it is a happy pop
it, Mark.
song, isn't it?
I have not had enough alcohol yet. Maybe next Friday's show can be our Christmas. I mean, this is a Christmas show anyway, but maybe next Friday's show could be our Christmas show, and we should have a drink and be merry and have a good Christmas show and invite Jay and his missus on,
You
and
could
we
be
could sing
Merry
it. We could
Christmas.
sing.
Well, next Friday is a whole presenter show, and it is the Great Christmas Quiz. Next Friday night, I'm preparing you now for the Great Christmas Quiz. Like we did at Halloween, we're doing the Great Christmas Quiz next Friday night with a whole presenter. Taylor, of course, you're involved.
Oh, shit. I'm off from work. I won't be able to say I'm not there.
Oh, you're going to be there, Jay. Oh, my
Yeah, and I'll probably-
God.
since it's the middle of the afternoon, I might as well get shit-faced.
Why not? Let's all get drunk and do the Great Christmas Quiz on Parasearch. We did it at
Teresa
Halloween.
won't be with me, so I'll have to fill in for both of us. So I
I think we should sing. Jay, I think you should look up Merry Christmas, everyone, learn it, and I think
We'll
when
all
we
sing it.
when we've all had a drink, we should
Oh,
do it.
no.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
now.
no! Oh my God,
Don't make me sing.
no!
Please don't make me
No.
sing.
No,
No,
don't
no.
worry.
Sing
No
it,
one's
man. I'm not
singing.
bad at singing.
We might get Mark to sing. Clearly, Carl Hutchinson in the chat room has said, after this show, Christmas will never be the same again. I'm not surprised. We have introduced you into various torture methods, lots of traditions and pagan traditions that are not quite so nice, and quite a lot of mayhem, really.
Tinsel round the tree.
Tinsel round a tree, I know, and prostitution of the god of prostitutions and no, I've still got that right. The saint,
Patron
the
saint of
saint,
prostitutes.
the patron saint of
God of
prostitutes.
prostitutes.
Oh,
Can I
Yes.
be the
Hold on,
can I apply
Kaz.
for that job?
the
Can you have a
tradition
5-minute
with
job, sorry?
mistletoe is that the person who is kissed under the mistletoe is bad luck to reject them. But the girl who is kissed under the mistletoe is meant to eat the berry, pick a leaf, write her true love's name on it, and keep it close to her heart. Did you know that?
So what?
Eat
Like,
the
so she's
berry.
got to be kissed by the person. Then she's
Yeah.
got to eat the berry, which I believe isn't mistletoe
Yeah.
poisonous.
Eat the berry, and then
It is
just
poison.
write the name and keep it close to her heart.
Well, she's likely to die.
Yeah, well, but
I
Well,
used to have
if
a
it's-
nice.
tradition.
Hey ho.
There you go.
I mean, one berry. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have the chronic Christmas what's-its, but you're gonna have the chronic
Carl!
Christmas bandits.
Oh, you want to just see what Carl Hutchinson has put in the chat room? I know. I'm blushing at that comment. I tell you. Oh my God. And
You know
on
what?
that note, I think we need to. On that note, I think we need to wrap this show up.
Hang on.
I was
Say
thinking, he
something.
just beat me just saying it.
On that note, we are wrapping this show up. Mayhem, as always, on a Friday night.
Thank you, Carl.
Yes, Carl, thank you so much for killing
Nice
that
one.
one. We are going to have an after show party. If you wish to join us, then message me, hit me up on Facebook, and we will add you into the Skype call for the after show party. Now, okay, next week on Parasearch, Sunday night is the Spirit Dimension show. I have got Ashley Nibb in the studio with Mr. Cal Cooper himself, and we are actually going to be deadly serious on that one because he is a PhD, a doctor, and all sorts of stuff. So he
I'm
is
out.
a huge player in the SPR, and some of his theories and pushing the field forward is absolutely phenomenal. Very, very much looking forward to that show. On Monday night, it's the shut up, you lot. On Monday night is the Parasearch UK Radio Encore show. We had Mark Manley in the studio on Thursday. We were talking. Oh God, it was just as mayhemic as tonight. Oh, you think it's getting worse. We are replaying that out on Monday night. On Tuesday evening, me and Paul Rook are discussing the top 10 Christmas films as a bit of light-heartedness, bringing us into the Christmas season. On Wednesday evening, we have got Penny G. Morgan, on the Haunted History show. I'm not quite sure what her show is on this week. And on Thursday, we have got Caz Rooney with a very special guest in the studio. We have got Maxine
Jane Briggs.
That's the one. Maxine Jane Briggs. I just know her as Maxine because she's a friend. And then on Friday night, which will be the last show of the year from Parasearch, unless we decide to do a pop-up show throughout the Christmas period. And it is going to be the great Parasearch.
December the 27th.
The 22nd we're on at the moment.
27th. No,
I know.
it'll be the 27th.
I know. Not necessarily. Depends on how drunk we get. Well, yeah, it depends on how drunk we get. On the 22nd, it is the Parasearch pop-up quiz, the great quiz to end the year off with. And then we are taking a break, and we will be back with you on the 2nd of January, kicking off another year of shows every single night of the week, apart from Saturdays. That's when we all go out and investigate and get drunk and fall in gutters and stuff. So, my beautiful people, thank you so much for joining us on this Friday night. Don't forget, if you want to join the after show party, hit me up on Facebook. I'll add you into the call. And on that night,
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, everybody, and we will see you on Sunday for the Spirit Dimension. Take care and farewell. Say good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
See you later.
Thank you
Happy
for
Christmas,
listening.
bugs.
Don't forget to join us for more shows throughout the week. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and the World Wide Web to keep up to date with all the shows right here on Parasearch Radio.